y'all. I'm back home from Macon, Mississippi, and listen, y'all brought me so many gifts and things while I was there, and even had gifts that were, I want you to just look at that church bed. It's full of those things. I just got through unwrapping them and to see what was in it. The line was so long that I couldn't even look at any of the gifts till I got home. And so I just want to show them to you. They're beautiful, and I can't thank you enough, and just for standing in the sun and in those long lines. And I wish I could have spent more time with each and every one of you, but I just couldn't. You know I couldn't. Look at these. This basket right here is from the bank in Macon, First Bank. Look at that. Bank First, and that beautiful wooden bowl inside of there. Isn't that beautiful? Just all kinds of things in that basket. I can't wait to open it and see. And then this is a chopping block. It's got mahogany, and I think he said walnut, and some other kinds of wood in here that he made. And then somebody else made me this gorgeous wooden bowl and two angels. But what happened was that they made one for Isabella and one for me. So Isa got something. So she picked out, I told her to pick out the one she wanted, and that was it. This is pottery. It goes on top of a jar. It's a jar topper. Look at that. Isn't that unusual? All right. And then I got all these things. This is, I thought this was a cross, but I think it's an angel. See? It's made out of horseshoes. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Even got homemade bread. This is sourdough bread, and you can see I've already pinched off a little bit of it. Got a cowbell and peppers and ornaments and beautiful things and biscuits. And here's a book this person did. They just filmed their own bluebirds and got it progressively. In other words, you see all the stages. It's a beautiful book. Got a lemon tree and this is the lemon tree. This is the avocado tree that they've got me started, and even got me started one in the, and I've told y'all how to do that. Look at it. See there? So we can put this inside this winter and have it. And pickles and stuff. And this boy sent me this picture. It's the fourth son in their family. And his name's Mark, after Mark Lowry. And I even got an eye wash thing. And then I got this big basket of stuff. It's got bibs, and this is from Superior. This isn't from Superior Catfish, but all of this is. Got a t-shirt and some pens and pencils and a cooler, and an apron. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And then these are mats, oven mats, and a big book right here that I got. This is a candle down in there. And these are from a farm supply. They gave me this and another shirt. I am set, I'm telling you. Got some nice homemade hot pads. This is a cotton decoration that goes on your, you can put it on your Christmas tree. It's made a ball of cotton. Isn't that pretty? And a guy and his wife brought me a big sack of sweet potatoes. They said, I knew you liked sweet potatoes. And then these are, it's made with little dots, a pretty thing. Got walnuts. And on this basket, I got to tell you about this sweet girl. Y'all, this basket is so heavy, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, it is just packed full of stuff. Gourds. And Isabella said, Lord, look at that unusual pumpkin. I said, baby, that ain't a pumpkin. That's a gourd. That's a gourd. That's not a pumpkin. But anyway, here's what I want to tell you about this. And you got an almanac in here, too. I love to read these things. And this is next year's almanac, Farmer's Almanac. Got Indian corn, little, like a popcorn thing, and that pretty. But here's what happened. They walked up to the table, get me to sign their books. And this precious girl, she was, I don't know how old she was. She was a woman, but she was young. You know, I call them girls if they're younger than me. But anyway, that basket is so heavy And y'all, the line was out to the road. There were so many people there. And her little cheeks were just as red as they could be. Even though Superior Catfish had a big tent out there for everybody, there was just so many people that they couldn't fit them in there. So some people were standing in line. But anyway, she walked up with that basket. I said, darling, have you been carrying that basket this whole time? And she said, yes, ma'am. And I know she was worn out. I hope that she set it down as she waited in line and then just scooted it further. It's even got lights on it. You can turn the little lights on. Let me find that and I'll show you how it does. If I can find the little switch. I think you have to open it. Well, anyway, it's got, let me show you. It's got lights all around the handle and all around right here. You can go for this little box. It's a battery operated doodad. And I just hadn't got it open right now. I will open it though and turn it on. Maybe you don't have to. I don't know. We turned it on once. And look at this unusual thing. This is a birdhouse. Look at that. It's made out of metal. Isn't that pretty? And got a lot of homemade earrings right here that they sent me, and some more jellies and jams. And I got molasses and a recipe and the cookies. So they sent me the recipe, and then got all this. I mean, I can't believe it. And this is a beautiful Afghan that somebody made for me with the nice fall colors in it, with a little bit of a silver thread running through it, and some earrings. Y'all, anyway, I just want to thank you. I cannot believe it. I feel like it's Christmas morning. Standing around the tree and opening gifts. That's what I felt like. That's exactly what I felt like. But anyway, and I wanted to show you something else. One more thing I want to talk about, because sometimes y'all will ask and stuff. The guy that made the horseshoe, I would call it them angels. They look like angels. He also gave me this made out of a horseshoe. And I knew this already, but I'm going to share this information with y'all. Get out of the sun. Way back when Jesus was on earth with us, and he hadn't ascended into heaven yet, Christians were persecuted. They were persecuted and hung on crosses and burned at the stake and heads chopped off and whatever. I mean, they had real persecution. So everybody wanted to know who was Christians and who weren't, who believed and who didn't. So what they did is the fish became the symbol of Christianity back then. So one person would be standing around and he would take his finger and draw one thing of the fish. In other words, one of the top part. And somebody that was standing there near would get right there and draw the bottom. And they knew that each other were Christians and that both of them were believers. This had I just noticed on this one, it's got a DG on it. I think that's the DG. Let me read it from this direction. Yeah. No, that isn't a DG. That's a 5. I'm sorry, I got it wrong again. This is a DG. And I look at it and I thought, well, maybe that means Dallas Gant, but I don't think it does. But anyway, I want you to know this symbol. You'll see lots of times people have on a necklace. It'll be a little tiny fish shaped like this. This is the shape of it. And that means that they're Jesus followers. And that they're trying to make sure they don't talk about Jesus to somebody that's a non-believer that might get the head chopped off. So that's what they did. It's like a secret society in many countries today. They can't let anybody know that they love Jesus. They can't. Y'all, I'm fixed to run to the grocery store because I've been gone so long. I'm out of everything except gifts. I could eat that popcorn for supper and those black walnuts and bake me a sweet potato and have bread with it. I got plenty to eat right here on this church bench. Wouldn't you agree? Anyway, I wanted you to see all this stuff. There was one other thing I got. Now I'm wondering what I did with it. It had a big umbrella in it. It's in here somewhere. I wonder if that's it right here. Here it is. It got pushed under there when I was undoing it. This is from the bank, too. And it's got a nice umbrella and a nice carrying case. It's to put cold and hot stuff in it and zips up. It is so nice. And I am so proud to get it. But anyway, I'll have to show that picture to Mark Lowry and say that their son was named after him. That's what I'll do. But I do want to tell you this. Yesterday, when Anna and I made the jalapeno pepper poppers, some of you wrote in and said that those weren't jalapenos, that they were those sweet peppers. I buy those sweet peppers in that bag all the time. I know what they are, and I've seen them, and I like them. I like them, and they're very good, and Hannah buys them. We all buy them. But these were not those. These are actually jalapenos, and I don't know if they grow this way in everybody's yard and garden, but in the South, when you plant jalapeno peppers, they come on there green, and they get big while they're green. They get as big as they're going to get, and then they start turning colors, and they'll turn a dark red. I make pepper salts out of them. Y'all know I had some peppers the other day, and I made pepper salts, and Anna and I made pepper salts out of some of those. And they're hot as they can be. They're hot as fire, I'm telling you. My hands burned. They were just stinging, burning. And I went in there and washed them real good, and Anna had some lotion that I put on it. But anyway, somebody said, she's not telling y'all the truth. Those aren't jalapenos. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. Now, the jalapenos you buy in the grocery store, they're not going to let them turn red. They're going to ship them to you while they're still green, and that's why y'all only get green ones in the grocery store. But they can be other colors. They're not just green, y'all. All right, but I know you said it in good faith. Love y'all. Have a great day, and God bless you. I'm fixing to go to the grocery store. Love y'all. Bye-bye.